Hi, lovelies. So today is day 10, and I wanted to go ahead and put my flour, my oats that I bought, and my quick oats that I just got. I want to go ahead and put them in jars. My lovely mother is letting me borrow an electric mason jar vacuum sealer. Very fancy. Let's see, put the food into the mason jar. Do not let the food be completely filled. It is recommended that the food should not exceed the bottom thread of the mason mouth jar. So the one look what my lovely husband did, you guys. He fixed my cabinet door. Such a lovely, lucky girl. Anyways, so this one especially, because I poked a hole in this one when I got it, but that's okay. So we'll just put it in this vacuum sealer here. No.
Einkorn, not Eichhorn.
Yeah.
Einkorn.
Ein.
Yeah, ein. Oh, are you wanting this back over here?
Let me come back up. Oh. Still awake?
It's too late tonight, baby.
What time is it?
7:30.
900 hours.
Look down.
Quit touching it.
Okay, ready? You gonna help me tilt it a little bit?
I scoop it.
No, we're not scooping it.
What's this in? Daddy?
What?
What's right there?
What's right where?
On top of there?
Up on top of where?
Up there.
What is up there?
You have to use words.
Right there, right there.
Not there. What is it that you're pointing to?
It looks like a tip bag or something.
Chip bag. I don't think we have any of those.
Yes.
I help.
Thanks, baby.
Wait,
Ah!
can I have eggs for dinner?
Yeah, eat that egg.
I can't. I need
Millibars, PSI, like.
I don't know what it is. I don't know much about it. This thing loses charge really fast though. says press down on it at the beginning to help it. Alrighty guys, so from the stuff that I got today, I was able to, I don't have any more half gallons. I need to get more because all my others are being used right now. So I got 2 half gallons of oats, and then I filled all of the rest of this up with oats. So just because I didn't have any more, this has a really good seal on it, a rubber ring seal. So that's why I'm using that one for it, for the dry storage downstairs. Then I was able to get 4 half gallons of the einkorn flour. Plus, I filled mine back up all the way upstairs. And I still had a little bit left over, but I don't want to have to use, I'm going to be baking tomorrow. No, tonight's Saturday, so I'm not baking tomorrow. I'll be baking Monday, so I'll just use this Monday. There's no reason to waste resources. And then here, I just got my steel cut oats. I didn't have any more jars so that this could go in to seal it. I have a whole thing up here anyways. I just grabbed extra, and I just used a very tight sealant. You can also use Deci packs in these. It will make it last longer, but we don't go through this. Like, we go through this enough that I don't need that. This is just for downstairs for the storage, and we're just slowly building up our pantry. Once again, this is slow. I wanted to be really clear, out in the open. We ourselves are on a tight budget. We're one income. We're not going out and buying a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, we're doing like bigger bulk things to a certain extent, and then the rest has to be things that I can put on my pantry that will last long, be good for our health, and then also not take a lot of resources. So that's why I'm going into a lot of ferments, because it's one, it's so healthy for you, but two, it doesn't take much to store food on a shelf and stabilize it. I'll be using a lot of canning as well once I get kind of like my ferment built up, my stash, just because I want to have more ferments because they are healthier than canned food. Canned food, it still has nutrition in it, but ferments, you get more nutrition in it. So I want to get my family more nutrition with what the resources I have. Then I'll be going into more canning. Just because I'm not buying as big as in bulk, I don't want to have to do like a few things for canning. If I can just do a few things for fermenting. Like, I didn't have very many jalapenos in my freezer, so I did 3 half pints ferments of that. I'm not going to want to can 3 half pints of jalapenos, so I'm looking more towards ferments because it takes a lot less time, because then I don't have to stand over a stove and can those. Once I put them in the jar, they're done. Yes, I have to come and open them up every morning for a little while until I like them, but that's perfectly fine. Like, I can definitely deal with that. I don't want you thinking that this is something that we're doing big extravagant, because we still have other debt that we have. Honestly, my parents help us out a lot. If I'm being completely honest, I don't want there to be any shame to this, like, if help is okay, because it took a long time for Evan and I to accept help, and so our parents help us out, you know, like they'll drop off some milk or they'll drop off some burger or whatever. So sometimes my parents do help, and I want you to understand that asking for help is fine, accepting the help is fine, but know that we are not doing this to show how rich we are, how fancy we are. This is literally step by step. Each week is a different budget for us because certain bills come out at certain times, just like all of you guys. I mean, that would be ridiculous if I thought I was the only state of this, and especially in our economy, like it's really hard out there. So some days we're able to take $10 and put towards our pantry. Some days we're able to put 100 towards our pantry. Some days we're only able to put 20, you know, and it really just depends on what's happening that week. And it also depends on if anyone has to go to the doctor, or so that's why I don't have like a set, this is what I'm doing this day, this is what I'm doing this day. I am looking at the ads. My mom is being so beautifully lovely and helpful to me. She's teaching me how to look for things towards the ads. Like she's helping me seek other resources from different stores and not just what I love, just true organic food. Absolutely. But if that's not also what you can do, don't push yourself to do that. Like that's only going to hurt you and your family and your budget. And we don't need that, okay? We are feeding families here for the staple foods. We are doing this for the long haul. We're doing this to put nutrition in our bellies. You know, if you are only able there, and you have to pick and choose, right? Like I want to do wheat berries here shortly. One, because they store longer. And two, it has more nutrition because once you mill it, you want to use it right then. That way you have the most nutrition. That also will help you financially in your budget. I just don't have a mill at this moment in time. So that's something we're saving up for. Oats, they are sprayed. Let's be completely honest, they're sprayed. I get the most organic that I can find for my oats at the Amish store anyways. That does not mean that there is not spray from a different field that gets on them. I mean, we are being contaminated all the time. And I'm not doing this to scare you. I'm saying you have to pick and choose what you use and what you don't. Like, I love raw milk. But right now, that's just not a thing that we can do. We go through 3 to 4 gallons of milk a week with cooking and all of that. That is a lot of money if we go to the store to get milk. Now, there is one place that does sell milk for a pretty good deal, but they don't have it right now, and that's perfectly fine too. So, you know, like my creamer, when I make my creamer, there's 3 ingredients in it. I buy half and half from the store, a can of condensed milk, and vanilla extract. Like that's just how it is. So pick and choose what you get. It's perfectly fine. So I just wanted to let you guys know, like, we're being completely vulnerable here. Like, let's stop this pretending that there is a hoax that you have to do everything by yourself and that you have to do, you know, the best. You have to outcompete the Joneses. Let's stop competing with the Joneses. Come on. Do better. Do better. It is about you and your family. So what I was able to do is I was able to buy some flour and some oats for my family. Well, my husband works hard for our money. And I dry sealed, I put them in the vacuum sealer so it lasts longer. And I'll buy, when I buy bigger, when I have more money for bigger, then I'll do bigger. Alrighty, lovelies. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.